Previously on Talk That Talk.
Oh, well, because you know it's some cult following around here. Let me say this about something.
Uh-oh.
It's the loudest shit I've ever heard in my life. But the name is Human Jukebox. And if I was to go actually turn on a fucking jukebox and play a ballad, that whole bitch ain't gonna be loud. Mm-hmm. There are gonna be dynamics. There are going to be soft parts. Mm-hmm. There are gonna be changes in the music. And the jukebox don't be juping all the time. I'ma just be honest. And be loud all the time. When I heard the woodwinds, ask Maya how I acted. I say, is that the woodwinds?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I found it.
I don't think you listen to Southern in a ballad.
I don't think you listen to Southern voice. I'm not gonna let you say that. Like the Human Jukebox,
no, I'm with you when you're right. Now she talking.
I don't think y'all listen. Luke, what's your favorite song that he always talks about Southern?
Wait, Justin. The only reason why I'm saying wait is because, for clarification, the Human Jukebox is specifically talking about the number of variety of songs that can be played.
There we go. And if you don't know that, you'll get the assumption she said. Gotcha.
Right. Not specifically talking about.
It has no indication of their sound. That's what we're saying.
No, man.
No. It's really just talking about the fact that they can play. They're able to play any and everything. That's what.
Okay, well, this is an education moment for me. And I'm okay with that. But I'll still stick to my guns. Everything should not be loud and aggressive.
It don't always be loud and aggressive. It don't. You heard a Southern Field Quarter, man? They always got. Look at that song they played against Jackson State last year. That damn Woman's Work. What's loud and aggressive about that? You know what I'm saying? Well, the end part it goes stupid, but it tells a story.
Here's the problem I have with that, Justin. Let me break it down. And it's not all the time, but it's quite a few times. When it comes to dynamic contrast, when we're talking about pianos, mezzo pianos, forzandos, crescendos, decrescendos, and all that, the problem that I typically have, and I'm not going to make it just a Southern thing because it's not a Southern thing. It's always out of tune when people try to play softer because they don't know how to play soft. They don't know the approach and what it takes to be able to play a piano in tune. It's all, and then in a lot of cases, most of the kids don't even know the song when it gets to the soft part. They only know the crank part. They know the part when it gets loud, but then it'd be like 5 people in the section who actually know the song, and then it sounds bad. So that's why I said I'm not, keeping it specifically to Southern. But what I am going to say is there are schools who do very, very well at dynamic contrast, terrace dynamics. Like they do a very good job at that. And there are some schools, most of the schools who try to emulate Southern, who do a terrible job at it.
You know what's crazy, Luke? Southern don't kick people's ass off volume. They don't. They kick their ass off arrangements. That's just facts. Let's go back to the last couple of years. If you ask me, that's the new thing, because people say they always move the needle for Southern. They always like when Southern was the loudest band and bands start getting loud, like Talladega, they moved the needle to talk about arrangements. You find me they kick ass on arrangements. From when Brown was there, that Brian Hamer combination, hell your ass alive. You know what I'm saying?
But
it's arrangements, if you ask me.
But even in arrangements, because I'm not gonna take away from a Nathan Hamer arrangement at all.
At all, no.
Some of my favorite Southern songs came from the computer of Nathan Hamer. I don't necessarily want to say pen because I don't know, if he actually wrote it by hand or if he wrote it in the software. But what I will say is some of my favorite Southern arrangements came from him. But what I will say is even in the arrangement, there is still a pedagogical way that you approach certain things at the end of the day. And I'm not saying, and once again, I'm not limiting this specifically to Southern. I'm saying the totality of band music education, there is a right way to be able to approach a decrescendo.
I personally think for the fans, that everybody. If we talking about how people try to emulate it and they don't know the culture, me personally, I think that's the new thing. Instead of me tearing your ass up off Rangers alone, granted, it's gonna be have power behind it and it's gonna have the wow factor, but the Marines be slapping, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I guess it's tomato, but I don't know. It's just one of them things that just like, okay, I get it, and it shouldn't be their fault that everybody trying to copy them and making them the standard.
But I don't think anybody blames them. Nobody blames Southern for everybody else emulating or trying to emulate Southern. Everybody says Southern's going to Southern. Like, and nobody ever says
it's be saying that with shade, like it was Southern
so,
Southern.
Hey, so this is the thing. What we get,
I'm people.
Yeah,
I say it with shade.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,